Welcome back to 45 News Utah, Western States Media, WSM 45, and Stop the Illness, and others. So breaking into the breaking news, migrant crisis control. This is Vice President Harris grilled during the foreign trip to Guatemala. And President blames Biden administration for the influx of refugees through the southern border. Imagine that. So their president said, it's your fault. You guys were doing this, talking heads trying to, during the election, we're going to open the door. Just let them all in. I wonder why there's issues. I mean, why is there massive millions of people flooding through our southern borders? Was it because that, Biden just basically said during the election that he was just going to open the border? But remember, the border's closed. Just so you guys all know, it's closed. Just don't even try to go down there and check out how closed it is, because it's really, really tightly closed, like a door. Drugs flowing through like crazy. Millions of people just flooding through. It's like, hey, it's closed though. Yeah, it's just like road's closed, but it's wide open. Everybody just all 1, 2, 3, 4. All the cars just right through it, and you stand there and say, yeah, it's closed completely, utterly. Good job, Biden and Harris. You guys are geniuses, just geniuses. Well, is that the course of America is to get more bodies up here? They can dump $1 bazillion on these people and say, hey, we're resettling them. Well, their buddies make a ton of money resettling them. That's how that works. It's just a money game. And then they get the cheap labor, subsidized workers, cheap labor, and that way they just shill out this fake money into the economy and get votes. It's a great idea. It's been patented for a lot of years by either Republican, Democratic parties. They've refused to close the borders for a reason. If you guys think that they're trying to, we're doing it for humanity. They're not. The beast needs people. It just needs people. So the machine has to keep running, and in order to keep it running, they need cheap labor subsidized by the taxpayer. And that's how that works. And they get a whole stew of kids, and then they get a bunch of votes on whatever side is the corruptest that allowed the mass flow of immigration into the United States. Because remember, the U.S.'s birth rate has basically declined to zero. Because remember, we're all supposed to stop having kids. We got to save the environment. The nuclear family is bad. Bad. Orange man bad too. And along with that, everything else to do with family bad. You must be twerking and rapping with your bitches and hoes up and down the center street of your local small town in order to be bling or dope. I give you guys my idea or my opinion on what dope really means. That's how America is, just upside down, just completely upside down. When your heroes or icons are rappers and gangbangers, and you wonder what your problem is. I don't know. My hero. What do you do? Yo, dog, I'm the best. G happening. This is my hood. Okay, well, keep the drugs flowing. Let's keep indoctrinating them kids into rap and see how far that gets us on the futuristic scale of humanity. It's de-evolution. We've devolved ourselves to the point where we wonder why the human race is just basically scuttling itself as a intelligent, intellectual species. We would rather be, down with the fishes, race to the bottom. Let's just get right there. Let's just all just kind of sludge along the bottom and rob each other for bling and be a gangster with your 9 and have our kids play that every day in their heads through the power of suggestion. Watch kids shows that show kids, yo, I'm a homie rapper. And who thought this was a good idea? Just curious. Oh, MGM and all the money making supposed companies that supported our economy. Yeah, that have given us this great era of de-evolution, where critical thinking is just not right. It's just not dope, and we should never try to, be the hero. We should just watch people get gang stomped on the curbs or shot in a gang war over a sidewalk that nobody really cares about, unless you listen to gangster music and you think that is your dope dealing hood. All right, on to that. I'm just gonna give you that commentary because I've been saying it for years. This is the power of insanity at work. At work, just taking our kids, just sucking them right into it. And we wonder where the world's gone, why we're the way we are. Okay, Harris was basically booed. She was told, she showed up, flew into Guatemala. I think as with the country she landed in, they had signs saying stuff about the election in America. And yeah, it wasn't really a good welcoming for the reclusive Kamala Harris that has not really done anything since she has become vice president, including take care of the border. So she's blaming climate change on the migrant crisis and economics and corruption and greed when she's living in the greediest, corruptest government that the world has ever known, ever. And also the most debt accruing government the world's ever known. I don't care what side you stand on that. We're all Americans, and we have to realize, or we're global people. Where we look at the fact that somebody's just doing this. Here's $1 bazillion. Let's just green energy. Oh, what? Wait, we can't do this, really? Yeah, that's going to kill the dollar. Cause massive economic collapse in the near future. Coming towards you guys. So we're going to talk about that in the second segment of 45 News Utah West Chase Media, WSM 45. Denver crowd pelts U.S. men's soccer team during the match with Mexico. They won, and so one of their players was hit, or somebody was hit, with a full glass of Coca-Cola, showing the displeasure of the Americans in America beating Mexico. But it's okay. I mean, this is what violence is just the only solution. Everybody should continue to do this violent behavior, beat people in the street for having a different opinion, or, anybody of different anything, just beat them in the streets. It just works so well. Okay. WHO advisor board member says China destroyed samples, hiding records. Of course they did. If that is the case, and they did have a lab leak, they are not going to come to you and say, oh yes, we had a leak at the Wuhan lab, and yes, we infected the entire country, the world, and caused all of this problem and pain, and we're sorry. It's just not going to happen. Just not going to ever happen. Okay. Let's see. Biden forgot to talk about the 77th anniversary of D-Day. Of course he did. Of course he did. Mayweather beats the Logan Paul in a fight. Mayweather made a lot of money. Just a ton of money. It's all about the money anymore. If you watch the gladiators fighting in the Roman Coliseum where they're throwing bread at you, that it's just the tax credits, it's the unemployment, it's the personal protection loan, paycheck protection loans. It's all this funny money. That's just the same thing. Oh, look, but we got to watch the gladiators beat each other up in the middle of the ring. Why don't you have UFC on every night so everybody just sit there and watch people just beat each other to death in the middle of the ring, and we should just all be cheering for blood and gore because our entire country is nothing but a fake fiat currency running on complete debt as everybody runs around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off, throwing money and buying this and seeing this and this and houses going through the roof. Well, okay, we could just have the entertainment while the Roman Empire falls. Somebody needs to put the brakes on this, and they need to do it quick, fast. I'm talking fast because we are sliding down a slope that we will never recover. Been said for years. Okay, yeah. Okay, UN nuclear watchdog. Recent North Korea activity a serious concern. Of course it is. Of course it is a serious concern. It's been North Korea, it's Russia, it's Ukraine, it's Syria, it's weapons of mass destruction. Of course it's going to be a huge concern. Huge rockets fired at Israel. Of course it's going to be just a massive, massive, debilitating, look over here concern. Of course. I'm just saying, Los Angeles boardwalk performer brutally attacked at Venice Beach. This is what we got. Defund the police. Law and order. Hey, just let's just make sure everybody's twerking, out there. Just gotta make it better. Let's just judge people by certain, things and just attack them in the streets. It's better that we don't, Why would we have any kind of unity? Michigan confirms first human coronavirus case. Coronavirus very deadly. I have mice in my basement. Trying to get rid of them now. It's been a bad deal. Be careful. Coronavirus is in southwestern Utah. It does cause pulmonary embolism sickness, illness. It attacks your lungs. Very deadly. 40% kill rate on that virus. Hope they don't weaponize it. Okay. Critics hit Twitter for suspending conservative after mocking Brian Stelter. Who in the right mind could not mock Brian Stelter? I think it is a feat of humanity to not mock Brian Stelter, the little bald-headed doofball on CNN. He is just a. You ever listen to him, you just got to look at him and just go, is this real? Where how's this guy get a platform? Just saying. Okay. Okay. Don't even want to get into that. Unemployment tax refunds start landing in American bank accounts. Yes, they pull it away from the unemployed people. Unemployment. They're going to start. They're going to start just pulling it away and throwing in child tax credit. Unemployment tax refunds start landing in American bank accounts. Oh, this is about the unemployment tax refunds. Millions of Americans who collected unemployment benefits last year and paid taxes on that money are in line to receive federal refund, IRS. Really? Okay. Just nothing against people that collect unemployment because you've been suckered into a money dump scheme. But the majority of the people who were essential workers were told just to die. I'm just saying. Okay, 2.8 million people who pay taxes on jobless. So 2.8 million people is all that pay tax on the unemployment. I think we should have a problem with that, right? 1.9, well, see, Democrats passed a 1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan. The law waived taxes on up to 10,220 unemployment insurance benefits for individuals who earn less than $150,000 a year. The IRS estimated on Friday that up to 13 million Americans may qualify for the next tax break. Okay. Looks like the agency previously said it would do the recalculation in two phases, beginning with taxpayers who are eligible for the $10,200 exclusion. It will then proceed to calculate the new refunds for married couples who are eligible for $20,000. $10,000 is not enough to live off unless it's just for. I think they're talking about the $1.9 trillion package, basically saying 2.8 million people pay taxes as they pass the 1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan. So the 1.9 trillion rescue plan, from that day on, the money they received, up to 10,000 or 20,000, depending if you're married, will have to pay tax. We'll get tax returns on the money they did. So anyway. You're eligible for refund if your household earns less than $150,000 a year. So, yeah, lots of funding money going every direction. California shooting, 2 arrested in road rage, killing a 6-year-old. Of course it did. This is insanity. Atlanta parents' 8-year-old girl killed by armed group during nearby protests, Sioux City. Just the insanity, buildings burning, all kinds of neat stuff last year. But it was allowed, watched on all the time. It's like, yay, the protests. Okay, this is great. Burn buildings, attack them. Attack people in the streets. It was great. Lawlessness. Minneapolis, defund police fallout. 14-year-old gunned down at grad party. 19-year-old shot at street race. Just get ready for the future. Like I said, it's just going to get worse. This is not going to stop anytime soon. This is going to continue because we haven't endorsed the behavior, but our elected officials have endorsed this type of behavior. They have gone down the rabbit hole of, I need more votes and fake free money to pass out to my friends and myself than just saving the entire country. It's been scuttled. We have a lot going on, and if you guys are on that side of that argument, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. But this is what you get. This is it. Okay. Let's get on the next thing. Oh, Naked and Afraid, XL. Contestant suffers gruesome injury. Do we even want to click on this? Is this newsworthy? I think it is. Because now Naked and Afraid has become more important than the bazillion-dollar fiat currency economy we're calling the American GDP. Okay. Looks like he has 8 stitches. He's extra large. I'm just done. I'm not gonna sit and watch Naked and Afraid. These guys are just. This is what we come to. The Roman Colosseum of America / Rome. Student killed another. Oh, okay. Student killed another injured in shooting at New Jersey high school. Filled. Just gonna continue. if we continue along this path, we have tons of mental illness across the country. So it's huge suicide rates. We have an economy that's basically on life support, fake fiat currency flying everywhere. We have this government we call that's just a basic Ponzi scheme to pass out cash to all their buddies. We have a few people fighting back, but they're all answering to their donors anyways. So hey, it's just whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. Our heroes are naked and afraid. That's the heroes. It's the America we live in, right? Okay, AOC backs anti-police mayoral candidate. New poll reveals how New Yorkers really feel about law enforcement. If you don't have law enforcement, you don't have laws. You don't have laws, guess what happens? It's a mob rule. Guess what Russell Means used to talk about? This is all the mob rule that's taking over. It's just going to be insanity. It's just the greatest thing ever hit. You guys are going to love it. Until your house is burned down, everything you have is robbed, and you participated in the fake capitalistic dream called America. It becomes a sewer fest of people robbing and killing each other, listening to gangster rap up and down your roads, and wonder why. Wonder why nobody will work for you, because the police department doesn't back their officers. So that's your first line of defense. Second's going to be the National Guard. Third's going to be the U.S. military, which can't be called out for domestic disturbances, apparently, or domestic problems, but they're going to have to, because gangs are going to take over just like in Mexico. That is the future. If you eliminate law and order, just take one look at Mexico, which, by the way, their elections were just held, and a lot of people were killed, including one of their candidates was just gunned down in broad daylight. Just hundreds of people killed. CNN covered it. We'll get to that in a minute. Getting a mortgage is getting easier than ever. No, it's not. It's stupid. It's stupidity. The mortgage crisis is a disaster. It's a joke. It's a ticking time bomb that's going to explode. People are homeless. People can't afford homes. The next generation can't work, get a job, and buy a house. The working generations can't buy a house. People are selling houses that are now worth all this money, but they can't apparently do anything with them, because if they did sell their house, they'd be homeless too. So it's a gigantic non-capitalistic fiat injection of trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars into an economy, and this is what you get. This is what you get. The housing crisis is going to destroy this country, and it's coming very, very soon. There's absolutely no way a house can stay $400,000. And everybody says it's the lumber prices. Well, before the lumber prices, what was it? It was mass COVID fleeing refugees from all over the country, just driving markets through the roof everywhere else. So yeah, I'm not going to buy that. The cost of lumber now, yes, yes, it's been going up ever since. Has nothing to do with what was happening in the beginning. It was a massive fiat currency injection to an economy that was completely stalled. Oh wait, this personal paycheck protection. Oh yeah, this why they took the rest of it. Oh yeah, unemployment benefits. They took the rest of it. And everybody's like, I wonder what's wrong here. Okay, fake money, fake jobs, fake fiat currency, fake housing, fake all of it. Until we pay back the GDP and get off all these fake deals that are going on, which, by the way, we'll get into in the end. So we're going to go to CNN. Should do F in it. And sorry. So CNN. So let's get on that today. Breaking news from CNN. Here it comes. Yay, where U.S. recovers millions in cryptocurrency taken by hackers. Okay, well, good job. Investigators recovered funds paid in ransom to hackers whose attack prompted the shutdown of the key East Coast pipeline last month. So they recovered a bunch of Bitcoin, but they want cryptocurrency basically taxed to death. So there you go. They did their job, right? Liz Cheney accused Trump of the presidential office worst oath violation. Trump. CNN's Trump. Brian Stelter. Trump. Oh, these people are crazy. This is like actually having heartburn. You have to actually watch it. Okay, minutia just screwed Democrats. Well, yeah, because this is a complete fiat fake currency, and if you don't stop this madness that's going on, you're going to sink the entire country, which you already have. This is just the cherry on the top of everything else that's fake and fiat. Thank goodness one of them stood up and said, I'm not voting for this insanity. You can't pay this back. This is dumb. You're going to cause more death and despair in this country than you've ever imagined with your idiotic trillion-dollar bills. The dollar's just going to sink. You're a race to the bottom, guys. That's what this Mnuchin's just like, this is crazy, dude. Okay. Trump iconic rally soundtracks. You guys are just stupid. CNN is just dumb. They've fallen off the lefty train. They just kind of went lefty and then off the side. This is idiocy. Trump did this. No, you guys did this. You guys are dumb. These AMC insiders sold 8 million in stock during the last week's boom. Stock, what is it? It's fake money. It's just all it's a trickle up economy. Shove the tax credits, the welfare programs that are going on, the housing market moratoriums, the mortgage moratoriums, the rent moratoriums, the unemployment, all that money's still just being shoved in the bottom. It's going to end in January. That's one thing talked about by Max Kaiser. This is one thing that's going to happen in January. The rent moratorium, mortgage moratorium is going to end for sure in January. And if they don't keep this up, some places it's ending this month. If they don't keep that moratorium on, you got to think about the money they already injected with unemployment, which they're saying 9 to 18 million Americans. It's a lot higher than that. In my opinion, a lot higher. Plus, they weren't paying rents or mortgages. All that money went back into the economy, trickled its way back up to these guys. Trickled their way up to these guys, and everything in between, including the housing crooks, the mortgage crooks, all of it. Just crooks. They're just sopping all that up. Just like, let's grab this and this. It was a trickle up. So the rest of the big money went to bail out everybody else and go to other countries, do whatever else they needed to do for their buddies, and then the rest was just shove it in the bottom and see how long it takes to get to them at the top. That's why prices went up. That's why things are going crazy. How everything went up. Everything. The pandemic and the economy. Okay, Jeff Bezos made more money than ever. So yay. Everybody should be jumping for joy. Just jump, guys. Jump. Amazon and other companies are offering an unusual perk to new hires. Here's a perk. Give them a livable wage in today's economy. That's not 12, 10, 15. They're working at Amazon. You made more money, you sick buggers. More than ever. You just raked in that fiat, unemployment, paycheck protection, country at a dead standstill. People are hiding in their basements. And they're in Amazon, Bezos just sopping that all up. And we call it, let's give them a raise. What are we going to give them? What is Bezos going to give these guys? One of the richest men on the planet Earth is going to give these guys a perk. Sign-on bonus to new employees. Yeah, they're going to give you a sign. What about the people who work there? Okay. Yeah. So go suffer in a warehouse making fake fiat currency for the richest man in the world, why he sopped up all your debt taxes that you have to pay at the end of the month or every paycheck, and be happy. 94%. Retailers in late April, that 94% said they were having difficulty filling vacant roles. 29% said they had implemented a sign-on bonus to help in hiring, while 32% said they had a referral program. So they paid somebody to refer somebody to go work in their factories, in their warehouses. Just sick. Raise the wage. This is all going to come crashing down, by the way. When the July deadline hits on all this stuff and the January deadline hits, they cannot renew their packages to the people. So everybody better be ready for a crash in the housing market by January and a crash in the economy by July, because that fake fiat currency unemployment should be ending. And if they extend it, then we're just going to continue along this line. If they're going to flip it for the child earned income credit, $300 to $250 per child, plus a $500 for kids under a certain age that live in your house, young adults. They're planning on that to get them through till January. That's fake fiat currency thrown in the population to go back to the Bezos and all the other stock kleptocracy people or corporations at the top. That's why the stock market's staying high, because they're still throwing more fake fiat dollars into the economy, and it's all going back to them. Even the rich people driving around with all their toys bouncing all over everything. They're all tied to that scheme. It's a trickle up economy. Oh no, it's trickle down. No, it's not. No. Put way more in the bottom, just go up to the top. That was gone $5.3 trillion ago, and $1.9 trillion before that. That was over. Okay, how the pandemic has changed the way we ate and shopped. It didn't change nothing for those of us that had to work through the entire thing. They got told to just go out and die. Doesn't matter. Yeah, changed the way we ate and shopped. Everybody changed so much. Okay, well, that's lovely. That's lovely. Lagging COVID vaccines for adolescents could delay U.S. return to normalcy. There is no normalcy. Nobody gets that. There's variants that are breaking out all over. The Vietnam has a new variant that just came out. It's a UK combined with the India variant. India variant still they're starting to go down now on daily death rates because they've got some kind of immunity to it throughout the population. But the new variants that are coming out, they're more contagious, highly more contagious, more infectious. They create more virus load in the throat. Remember, COVID is a virus load. There is going to be no normal ever until they come up with a dead virus vaccine like the Chinese did. And we take the dead virus and our body knows it, but that way, the only way we can control it is to cut the ability of this thing, this monster, to keep mutating. But we have to have something that'll stop it, not allow it to live and produce in the human body and spread to others. Just saying. I can't post this on YouTube for that. Shoot. I'm not going to erase this. I'm not going to erase this. So I'm going to wrap it up at 26.8 minutes. I have more to cover. I'll have to come back with you guys to another news article and a video later on. But I'm going to try to, I guess I'm going to try to see if I can upload it to YouTube. If I get kicked for even saying that last thing I said, I really, really apologize to you guys. But I should watch my mouth when I'm being censored, because you never know when I'm going to be kicked for free speech. I hope you guys enjoy. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you in about an hour or two. Thanks for watching.